The West must continue to support Ukraine, US President Joe Biden said following a meeting with the leaders of Germany, France and UK.
America and Germany are the two largest supporters of Ukraine in its fight for survival as a free and independent nation. As Ukraine faces a tough winter, we must sustain our resolve, our effort, and our support. I'm grateful for Germany's cooperation in holding Iran accountable for destabilizing policies, including providing missiles and drones to Russia.
The German government stated that Ukraine's victory plan was one of the main topics of the quadrilateral talks. The Chancellor of Germany remains opposed to the supply of long-range weapons to Ukraine and does not support the idea of inviting Ukraine to NATO immediately. He explained his position as follows.
Our stance is clear. We support Ukraine as strongly as possible. At the same time, we are ensuring that NATO does not become a war party, so that this war does not lead to a much greater catastrophe.
The White House announced that the US is discussing the Ukraine victory plan. The initiative is supported by Washington.
Obviously, still digging through the details of it. So I'm not going to get into nuts and bolts on every little item in it. But I will say that, as we've made clear, we support President Zelensky's plan for a just peace. It's critical that whatever that peace looks like, it has to be acceptable to him and to the Ukrainian people. And we're certainly not going to have any discussions about Ukraine without Ukraine, and we're certainly not going to have any discussions with foreign leaders that don't comport with what we believe President Zelensky's plans are for a just peace.
According to Bloomberg, citing NATO officials, some countries within the alliance support Ukraine's early invitation to the bloc. France, for example, is in favor.
The invitation is the first step, a political signal. We could do it right now. We are trying to convince our partners, although membership is a long and complicated process. Benjamin Haddad, Minister Delegate for European Affairs, in an interview with Le Parisien newspaper.
The Ukrainian president presented the victory plan in Brussels on October 17th at the EU summit and at a meeting of NATO defense ministers. It consists of 5 public paragraphs and 3 classified annexes. The first and key point of the document is Ukraine's invitation to the alliance.
We have discussed a lot about Ukraine's future, particularly regarding NATO. For me, the German position is very important. It matters because I believe the Germans remain skeptical. We are closer to NATO with the United States than we used to be. I think that we are much closer. Then there's the issue of long-range weapons with Germany. That's their most sensitive issue.
The most promising aspect of the victory plan, according to the Slovakian Defense Center Globsec, is lifting restrictions on Western long-range weapon strikes on Russian territory. Analysts believe that the allies will agree to a gradual easing of these restrictions. Reported by Serhiy Kulias, Christina Dombrovska, UATV News.